Hello, this is Leetfool with Daiguren Coalition. I'm doing an overview of Jace Unraveler's secrets. I'm going to go over his abilities, my current setup with him, and then go into a quick match. So first starting with his abilities, Investigation. Gain 4 mana per support you control on the board. So he can load up to 5 supports. This is really great. Allows you with one shot to basically pull in 20 mana if you have all of your supports deployed. Study, discard 1 card, then investigate 4. This allows you to pick up more cards, which works really great with the next ability. Unravel, create a support with when you draw a card, each of your creatures gain +4/+4. Now, that being said, we have my current setup, which has Haunted Cloak, target creature gains Vigilance, Haste, and Trample for 1 mana. That card's just so effective for so many reasons. Not really going to get too deep into how that plays off of all this. You'll kind of see that as we go through. Cameo's Journal, more cards, helps with the final ability. Drowner of Hope, extra mana from the Scions, and then at the same time, if you have a colorless creature come onto the battlefield, all of your opponent's creatures are disabled until your next turn. Disruptor Spy Network gives you a constant supply of colorless creatures to help with Drowner of Hope. Exert Influence, so you can grab any nice creatures that come out on the other side. Crush of Tentacles for the ones that you can't grab because they might have hexproof. Fevered Visions draws more cards, which helps with his third ability, plus does damage the opponent if they have a lot of cards in hand. Shambling Vent to recover health, and also add black gems, which Jace gets a bonus for. We'll get into that once we jump into the game. Forgotten Creation, you can get a new hand if you need it, or plays off of that third ability to create a pretty good flood of stat buffs on your creatures. And then Shrine of the Forsaken Gods. I have a lot of colorless cards in here, and that kind of helps as far as the activates, and then also 3 mana per turn for 5 mana. Okay, so getting into business here, we'll get into a quick battle. I haven't lost with this deck yet. It's been really effective. You'll see some of the results of that in my Ajani deck, which I've posted a video on already. Had a little problem loading there, but we'll keep going. We'll save that Forgotten Creation. So, looking at this, the mana bonuses for Jace are great. +4 to black, +5 to blue. Yellow, green, and red are standard, no deductions. So, we'll start off with blue and get this rolling. I already have one of those in the field. I'm going to try really hard to build enough ability to be able to use his third ability later in this match. And it looks like I'm going to get a free Hydra to start, which is always nice. And basically with this card, the Haunted Cloak, anything gets turned into a defender. Well, we're pretty well set up to have a good showing for Jace here. Normally that bellower might be a problem, but we have a couple of ways that we can handle this. I'm going to take a little bit of an unorthodox method. Try and get all this stuff out before the Forgotten Creation. And that should be pretty easy with how this is set up right now. So for every card that comes out, they're getting +4/+4. So you'll get to see the Drowner of Hope ability. You won't necessarily get to see it work with the Chwopters, but it'll be worth it for what happens next. This is pretty much the last turn of this battle. And we'll now... The Scions will disable that creature, but we'd have to give up our good buddy there. And it's not really worth it to avoid 5 damage, so we're just going to pass on that. Now, what we are going to do is see if we can find a way to get the other one out for the next turn. As you can see, as more cards are being drawn, that's just continuing to stack. And now we're going to do it one more time. So I think that pretty much Forgotten Creation alone is enough to reinforce this deck. The Drowner of Hope and the Chwopter combo is great for holding off someone, keeping them disabled, building up. Exert Influence and Crush of Tentacles, those cards are just amazing. That's pretty much a quick overview. Hope everyone enjoyed it.